it is a great honor to have you here, but both in person but also virtually at this Namibia Green Hydrogen Masterclass 2022. This is the beginning of a series of masterclasses we will host in the coming years to make sure that all sectors relevant to the development of a green hydrogen industry are briefed, are introduced to the topic, understand what it is about, and have an idea what they can do, what you and I can do to make sure that this is actually happening. And Namibia is on the verge of ultimate change, and that change will be significant. Just to give you an idea, just this one project south of Luderitz, we are talking about capital costs, investment costs of 11.2 billion US dollars. Our GDP in Namibia is only 12 billion right now. And Namibia, according to the research I've read, has the potential of 50 times hyphen, 50 times this project south of Luderitz. So 50 times our GDP we have at this point in time. And that's just the direct cost of investing and making this a reality. I'm not talking about all the additional costs. I mean, some projections to tell us that it needs 15,000 people to build this first system south of Luderitz. 15,000 people need housing. They need streets. They need water. They need food. They need schools for the children. They need hospitals. All of that needs to happen. And all of that requires investment. All of that requires people like you and me to be part of this, to make sure that it is actually happening. So a lot is in it for us, but a lot is also required from us to make sure that it is actually happening. And one of the speakers here present in the room right now, probably a year ago, he spoke about an investment tsunami. He knows who I'm talking about. And we need to manage this. And in order to make sure that we manage this, actually, we have this masterclass, we will have this series of masterclasses, we will have many more events in that direction to make sure that we actually all lined up, that we all get our ducks in the row to make sure that it is indeed happening. I'm very excited to actually also to look at the lineup of the speakers we have today, and because there are a lot of really smart people talking to us this morning and this afternoon and tomorrow, to make sure that we actually really understand what this is about. And I'm excited to see you in the room. I'm excited to know that so many are joining us virtually. And I'm excited to make sure that to be part of this development, to be part of this movement, that we are moving in the right direction, that we actually that we all are going to be part of that change. And the whole idea of this masterclass and the series of masterclass is not to have an academic exercise. Yes, we will have academics talking to us. Yes, we will have people who have a lot of insight and a lot of experience in what they're going to talk about. But the idea is it is for all of us to understand what this is about and what it means to actually pull up our sleeves to actually get it done. So this is for the practitioners, it's for the entrepreneurs, it is for the established businesses to be part of this, to learn about this, and to draw the lessons each and everyone has to draw in order to make this possible. And I'm excited also to see that academia, government, private sector, all of us joining hands in this to make sure that it is happening. And I'm really excited to support this as a representative of the Hans Seidel Foundation. We've been here in Namibia since 1978 and part to support democracy, rule of law, good governance. But most importantly, from my point of view, is economic development, because economic development makes possible all the other things of the above I just mentioned. And a strong economy allows us to have environmental protection, allows us to have good education, allows us to make sure that all of us actually have a better life, have a good livelihood, and can move forward. And with that, I would like to conclude. I would like to actually thank already all the speakers who have come from afar, from close, and from everywhere around the world to be part of this. I would like to thank the speakers for their contributions. I would like to thank you for being part of this. And let's enjoy the day. Let's have fun together. Be curious, be inquisitive. Ask questions you have. We will have a lot of time for Q&A sessions in due course of the day. So please make use of that, both here in the room as well as virtually. Don't hesitate to ask questions, to make comments. We are here also to learn from you and to ask the right questions. So with that, thank you very much. As you might have heard already, maybe I preempt something already, the Green Hydrogen Commissioner, Mr. James Newper, unfortunately has another meeting at 9 o'clock starting. So he will join us sometime later in the day and will address us with his keynote speech. But I'm excited to listen to him as well. He is at the forefront fighting on behalf of government for this and really rallying for the support around this. And I think he has done already a tremendous job thus far, but we still have to go a long way and we have to still sort out a lot of nitty-gritty, and this is also why we are here. With that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a grand day, and I look forward also to have some bilateral chats and discussions later on with you. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.
In the words of Dr. Clemens van Dordere, resident representative in Namibia of the Hans Seidel Foundation, he says Namibia is on the verge of ultimate change, and that change will be significant. That man certainly deserves another round of applause. I got goosebumps when I heard Dr. van Dordere speak about the investment tsunami. Certainly that is something that must have us as a country, that must have us as citizens super excited. Yes, it's a lot to internalize. Yes, it's a lot to digest. But that's exactly the purpose of what will become, as Dr. van Dordere just revealed, a series of masterclasses to make sure that we break it down in layperson's terms, to make sure that you know exactly what it is that you can do, how you can accept ownership, what role you can play, because we will need Namibians to get on board. We can't keep on complaining about the future of our country. We have a responsibility to take charge of the future of our country. We have a very serious responsibility to co-create the Namibia that we want. So let's accept that responsibility and let's take it very seriously. Despite fun being a very important priority, Dr. van Dordere said we do not want an academic engagement throughout, but so many people have been doing so much of the research and development work, so much of the work that sets the foundation, that sets the scene for what will become a big deal for this country. And one such person